Today we'll be talking about if it's truly worth it to come to the UK as a student or not. Let's find out. Yo fam, welcome to my YouTube channel. Is it still worth it to spend over £10,000, £18,000 to UK to come and study? Now, I have nothing against it. Like I do say, I would never discourage anybody. Or let's say, oh, hear me, I'm coming to the UK for my master's. I would never say, no, don't come. Nah, I would never say. But I would just advise you based on my experience and based on the new laws going on now. A lot of things have changed, and the change is so fast because I just moved into the UK 2023 and this is 2025. In 2 years, a lot of things have massively changed, and not just like changed towards immigrants. So before you come to spend £18,000, let us evaluate these changes and let's talk about it and deliberate if it's really still worth it to come to the UK to study. As of 2023, when I came to the UK, right, they allowed dependent, that is husband and wife and children. Then when you were coming as a student, you know you're restricted to 20 hours. And coming here alone without your family, it's honestly, we all know that loneliness is one of number one thing in this abroad, especially when you don't have your family members. Now you come with a dependent. That is as at 2023, because we were the last batch, that is September 2023 was the last batch to allow dependent to come into the UK. Then let's say the wife is the student, the husband is the dependent. The husband tends to work more hours to support the home and support the wife with the fees and everything. It was easier. Now things changed. No more dependent from 2023, right? Okay, that was still manageable. A lot of students were still coming. Now in 2025, another rule came up. The care visa was cancelled. Like, you can no longer be sponsored as a care worker, support worker, anything anymore, like private company. And you can't even be sponsored from overseas. And the salary threshold has increased. Now, some of these companies, even if they want to sponsor, but looking at the salary, the amount of money spent to acquire that sponsorship, the certificate, and then looking at the salary to be paid, a lot of companies have withdrawn their eligibility to sponsor anyone anymore. Now, back then, as a student, whenever after schooling, at least most people get care jobs, support jobs, and they get sponsored, so they're able to stay, at least have some kind of bearing, pending the time maybe they find whatever it is they want. But now those care job and support jobs are no longer available. Like, even as they're available, there's no sponsorship. Like, it's a tug of war to get sponsorship, and one needs to be really careful not to even fall into scam. Now, aside that, they have increased the graduate salary. Now, even as a graduate, for you to be sponsored, they've increased it from about, I think, 30-something thousand pounds to about 40. Please, how many companies can actually afford to pay that amount of money per annum for a newly graduate student? So it's just almost nearly difficult, but like I said, there's nothing impossible when you put in the work and all of that. Now, even if you want to come, I would advise come strategically. Yes, let me explain. Now, the UK shortage list job has been reduced drastically, and they are just temporary shortage list job. By 2020, I think 2028, that was it will be over. Like, if you can't even get sponsorship in that one is gone. Now, a lot of major changes now that might come up is not been concluded yet, but it's being deliberated. Whenever you finish school, you have post-study. You have post-study for about 2 years. Now, they are thinking of bringing it down to 18 months. That is 1 year and 6 months. The 2 years is not even enough because we know how time flies. Before you open your eyes, the 2 years is over. Now, before, when some people don't even get to do post-study, but some people, before they even maybe 2-3 months before their post-study even starts or even finish, they've gotten a sponsorship. It's easier. But now, it is like bringing out cold from a fish mouth. I don't want to use the word impossible because some people are still getting it. But looking at all this, is it still worth it coming as a student? Because as a student, plenty struggles, especially with the 20 hours that can barely even pay your rent and everything, and you still pay school fees. Now, I mentioned something about coming strategically. Now, if anybody wants to come to the UK, this is the advice I'm going to give you. 1, come to study health-related courses like nursing, mental health, physiotherapy, all those things. You will easily get sponsorship, even in the NHS. I have a friend that studied nursing. That guy is not even among people that was looking for sponsorship. He just told me all of a sudden that he has applied for skilled worker visa. Can you imagine that? So don't pick anyhow courses. I am telling you, if you pick anyhow courses like international business management, business this, international that, don't do that. Pick your courses wisely. I will advise anybody coming to the UK to study, go to their temporary job shortage list, and go and check those jobs and look for the courses that you can do, like the master courses that you can do for you to get those jobs. Don't go and do courses that, I don't want to use the word, how do I say this? But like I said, with all this bros, with all this wahala, is it still worth it? Now, let's be honest. Now, this is reality. I know God works in mysterious ways. Honestly, I'm a firm believer of faith and things happens, but this is reality. It's okay. Even tech courses too is among like data analysis, data science, cyber security. Those are great courses. So if you get a job in those courses, you have to have UK experience, because if not, they'll first bamboozle you with plenty, unfortunately. Like, Kai. Hey, God, I beg. So now, in your own opinion, with all these rules, with all these rules, and it's just the fact that it's like every 3 months they are coming up with new rules. Like every 3 months, you can wake up today and another new law has changed. With all of this, can you advise somebody, like not even just somebody, can you advise your sister, someone related to you, someone close to you? Can you advise them to come to the UK as a student? Let's just be sincere. Like I said, I will still share my journey, everything, how I was able to navigate and everything. I'm going to bring the raw gist, but real life reality has been kicking so hard that I'm like, woo. It's not easy, honestly. Everyone just have 1 or 2 challenges that they have going on right now, but is this still worth it? Thank you all for watching my video to the end. Please subscribe, turn on your notifications. Whenever I post, you are going to be the first person to come and see. So please tell people about lifestyle with Yemi. I have a lot coming up. Real life gist, real life facts. Let's discuss. This is our reality. Let's talk about it. Let us live in the reality and discuss how we are going to navigate out of this reality, because we've got to make it. We have to make it. We have to make the money. We cannot make so much investment. Like for my school fees, I paid £18,000. So that's a lot of investment to put into yourself. So we expect a return. Thank you all for the constant love and support. I see you all. God bless you all.